Alright, now it is time for the top 5 segment.
Yeah.
And oh man, this one's interesting.
It is.
Because it can fall either way. We tease it on the State of the Company address. This week's top 5 is top 5 films that we think have no rewatch value.
Right.
So
right.
It could either be good, but at the same time, you wouldn't want to rewatch that shit, or it could be really bad and be like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Exactly. Exactly. Tootsie would have been one of those for me, but I tried to keep it positive and be like, okay, I like these movies, but I just wouldn't watch them again.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though. I can't wait to hear what you have.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely kind of liked all of these movies in different aspects, but we'll get into them. Number 5 for me is Rocket Man, Elton John's biopic kind of musical thing. Just honestly because I felt like I understand he had like an extensive like battle with addiction and everything like that, but I feel like the musical numbers, although were decent and pretty cool, I felt like it was kind of, in my opinion, might get some heat from this, might get some heat from all this shit, was a lazy way of filmmaking to tell his story. Like, I wanted to see more, like, gritty, like, I don't know. I wanted more, less singing, but more dialogue, I guess you could say. I wanted more of, like, the pool party incident where he, like, tried to basically commit suicide when all of his friends and family were there. So, I mean, good. I decently liked the movie, and I mean, it was definitely worth the watch, but I don't think I would watch it again. Yeah.
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 It's a fair argument. I mean, I can see that point of view. I think what the filmmakers were trying to do is just like with the musical sequences is like he was, because he's in therapy for anybody who hasn't seen it, spoilers, but he's like he walks into this therapy session totally fucked up, like all fucked up off his rocker.
Yeah.
And I feel like those musical scenes were like him trapped in his own head.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's just trying to work it out in his own head, which is maybe why there wasn't so outside, kind of more scenes of outside of that realm. It was just him inside the head working his shit out. So I get that, though. I mean, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. If you could have found a happy medium between like what they did with Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, that would have been really good, I think.
Yeah,
So.
I agree. But, I mean, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie is still worth the watch. If you're going to go out and see it, watch it.
Sure. My number 5, 127 Hours with James Franco. I thought it was really intense. It was like, oh my God, it just like, but most of the movie is him trapped in that fucking rock.
Yeah.
Like, and you can, like, it's great to watch it the first time, but I feel like once you know what happens.
Yeah.
Once you know he survives, once you know he, like, fucking loses the hand because he's got to do all the kind of, okay.
Yeah.
The whole suspense aspect of it is gone, and I'm just not going to sit there and watch Franco trapped in a rock for a 2.5 hour movie, knowing what happens.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It was a really good movie, but once you know what happens, I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think that's kind of probably how I feel about Adrift.
Yeah.
When we watched that one.
Because
Yeah, exactly. You know that she is, spoiler alert again, that she's just like imagining him there even though he died.
Yeah, and that's it. Once you see the twist, he's not really there, then why would you watch it again?
Exactly.
Because, I mean, just saying.
I know. Oh my goodness. My number 4, honestly, love this movie from start almost until finish. I hated the ending because that's what made me not want to watch it again. The Way Back with Ben Affleck, basketball film. I just didn't like the ending. He should have been there at the state championship and like somebody should have called him or something like that. I know that old boy left a voicemail and I mean I guess that called him, but I wanted some dialogue there. I wanted more of him reflecting that he did some shitty things and with the team and shouldn't have been drinking with the team, but at least go to the game and watch it or something like that. So, I mean, the ending kind of killed it for me.
I feel you. I'm up and down with this one. I kind of want to watch it again just to see if I can find any backstory for the characters.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they were just underdeveloped.
Yeah.
You know, you knew all about Ben's character, but the rest of them, they seemed like they had some interesting story, but we never learned anything or enough about them, like the ex-wife or like any of that.
Yeah, because it seemed like they were starting to work back like a good relationship,
right.
And then like you don't know.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, if it was on, I wouldn't stop for it.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
But I wish they would have developed the characters more.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah.
Mine is another Franco film. I don't know what I'm trying to say here
right?
with James Franco, but you know, Spring Breakers. You remember that one? Yeah, Spring Breakers. Yeah, you do. It's Selena Gomez, and you know,
yeah, that one's weird. That one's weird.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting movie. It was intense in scenes. It was like funny in some. I mean, enjoyable the first time. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, unless you just have some like wild fascination with like Selena Gomez and you know all the girls in bikinis, I don't see a point of watching it again.
Yeah.
Like,
meh.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was different. I thought it was out there, you know, but Vanessa Hudgens, you know, all you know, it was like, okay, here's this weird look at taking a risk for these girls, these Disney girls or whatever, but risk taken.
Yeah.
Watched.
Yeah.
That's it. Done.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Spun with Brittany Murphy?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, this was one that I mean, it's not on my list, but just thinking about it and talking about Spring Breakers, it's basically a house full of like meth heads, and they shoot it like you're on meth, so everything is fucking crazy, like really weird, really interesting, I guess you could say, but definitely not gonna watch that one again.
Yeah, that's very similar. Spring Breakers, I got the feel it was shot for you to kind of like feel like you're there with them.
Yeah.
Going through the shit.
Exactly.
And, like, I don't want to be there with them going through the shit.
Yeah, and another one that's supposed to make you feel like you're there going with them through the shit. My number 3, Lighthouse. William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. From a filmmaking standpoint, the cinematography, badass, black and white, and all the camera shots and like playing with natural light. But this was really weird. It was like Shining times 10. I felt like they were trying to do. Like, we get it, just two guys stuck by themselves on a lighthouse. The boat doesn't come when it's supposed to because there's a storm. So they go a little fucking crazy. Are there mermaids? Are there not? William Dafoe jacking off. Like, it was a lot, man. It was a lot. It was definitely a conversation starter.
Halfway through, I didn't want to watch it the first time. Yeah. So I don't know about the rewatch value. I wish I could have not watched it the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to leave it at that. I definitely, if it's on, would not watch it again. No. Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe are brilliant. Their performances are epic.
Yeah.
It's not enough to make me watch it again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Not the mermaid weird kind of like no.
Yeah, they get off too. It's weird. It's weird.
Ooh, mine is very much along those weird, creepy, out there storylines. Also, my number 3, Black Swan with Natalie Portman.
Yep.
Intense, hardcore, brilliant drama. I just think it was from start to finish. You're like glued to the screen, and you're like, wow, this is like, what am I watching? But again, another one of those, once the secret's out, once the whole, oh shit moment is like out there, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
That's enough.
I would, if you've never seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's a really great film, visually, storytelling-wise, from a filmmaker standpoint. The performances are all fantastic. The direction is fantastic. But it's, again, another one of those, once the oh shit moment is out there, you're like, oh, okay, well, now I'm not going to sit here and watch this again. Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense. My number 2, taking it back to the old school days, Woody Allen's Manhattan, young Diane Keaton, and like, this is another I love cameras. I love shots. So that's my thing.
Yes.
So going back to the cinematography for this film was absolutely beautiful. Like different types of shots, like where you have the subject in a corner, but then like showing the whole room, and then the lights only on the subject, and just different things like that. But the movie's fucking weird. This guy is like 40 years old, and he's trying to figure out whether or not he's going to date a 17-year-old or a girl that was with his friend who was married.
So it's a biopic.
Basically, Yeah, worth the watch for the first time because, I mean, so many film buffs are like, this is an amazing movie. This is
Anything with Diane Keaton is worth the watch the first time.
For sure.
I mean, she's especially young Diane Keaton. She's so phenomenal. So
and young Meryl Streep, too. I should say that.
Yeah. And look, like him or hate him, Woody is a brilliant filmmaker. He's just a fucked up dude.
He is.
But he's a brilliant filmmaker. So
Agreed.
This next one, this should tell you everything you need to know. My favorite part is when the head smacks into the fucking light pole and it kills the girl. That was like the only moment in the film I was like, oh shit. And that was it. That was like, if that particular scene was on the TV, I would stop and watch it. But that's it. I'm talking about Hereditary. You remember that with Toni Collette? There's like that whole... It wasn't scary. It wasn't suspenseful. I wasn't like, oh my god, oh shit. My favorite part's when the girl loses her head in the fucking car. I mean, that's my favorite part. And it's the only part I would watch again.
I don't know what that says.
I don't know what it says either. I don't know. Maybe I'm twisted. Maybe I'm just like Corona has got to me. I don't know. But if that was on TV, I'd be like, oh wait, shit, there it is. Bam! All right, move on.
All right, go.
Move on.
Big Bang Theory.
So rewatch... just that scene.
Yeah.
Everything else, no.
I know, man. I don't know. They were going for like the psychological devil worship shit. It was, nah.
And they build it as the first real horror in decades.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And I mean, even fucking a lot of people were like, oh, this was such a great movie. But literally everyone in our theater walked out saying, what did I just watch?
Yeah, literally. And that's saying it nicely.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we needed to put the rated R thing on there for the people walking out. They were like,
yeah.
No words for it.
Yeah, enough said. My number one might get some heat on this one. I mean, especially from you because you probably would watch it again. But personally, myself, Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. This shit is so dark. Like, don't even think about it like a superhero movie. It's literally a villain movie, but like, it just personally made me very uncomfortable to be in the mind of this fucked up individual. And I mean, yeah, that's who the character is, but it was great. Oscar-winning performance. Go you. I wouldn't watch it again. It made me really uncomfortable. Just saying.
I would.
Yeah, exactly.
I
See,
would.
This is where we're at.
I have no idea why this. What I don't know. My favorite comic book storyline of the Joker is the Killing Joke when he like brutally beats and rapes Batgirl and shoots her and like I don't know.
It's pretty dark.
I swear to God, I'm like a really lighthearted, nice, fun guy.
I swear.
But those, I don't know. I just thought, same thing with Rocket Man.
Yeah.
I just feel like Joker was a look inside Arthur Fleck's twisted ass head.
Yeah.
And at the end, sorry for spoiling it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but you're wondering, was this all imagined? Was he sitting there telling his psychiatrist about this and the whole movie was just made up in his head? They kind of lead that on to you. So I don't know. I just like these like deep looks inside somebody's twisted, fractured mind, I guess. I don't know.
I guess you want to know why the person is the way they are.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's a good way. Not that I'm like loving violence or loving into this twisted kind. I just like to... I'm really interested in how things work and why people think the way they think. Because I feel like that's the only way you're going to learn to deal with all the shit that's going on in society today is to know why people are the way they are. And so there you go.
Makes sense.
That got deep real of
It did.
All of a sudden we were in like a psychotherapy session or something.
Right?
I don't know. My number one, and I'm going to take heat for this one because it was Leo's finally moment where he wins the Oscar.
Finally.
The Revenant.
Yes. So good, I guess. I don't know.
It's very long.
Yeah.
It's a very drawn out story. There are moments when it's like just, what am I watching? Like when he's like literally sleeping inside a buffalo or, yes, I said that correctly. Inside a buffalo to stay warm. It's got to be one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen from a filmmaking standpoint, the way it was shot. All natural light. I mean, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Leo is brilliant, but it's just not something I could just like make myself sit and watch more than once.
Yeah.
I mean, not even for the beauty of it, not even to just sit and watch it like, just pure filmmaking standpoint. I just couldn't watch it again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good film, but it's very long, it's very drawn out, and I don't know. I just not one I would watch again.
That makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I still need to watch it one time for the one time, but one that I'm probably not gonna watch is Vice because y'all said that was awful.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible. Another one I'm just gonna say I have never seen. I've never seen. I wanted to put this on my list, but I couldn't because how can I rewatch it if I haven't watched it again? Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
It's one that I've never watched.
Yeah.
I don't know how I haven't watched that film yet, but I haven't. And so maybe that'll be next week's top 5. Movies that you've always wanted to watch but haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
That's
a good one.
It is.
That's a good one. So that's a thinker right there.
That is a
We've seen a lot of movies.
I know. It's like whenever my mom brings me those lists, it's like 100 movies. Mark all the ones you've seen. I've got like 98, exactly. 99 of them. Like
easy.
I don't know.
Easy. But anyway, guys, tell us your top 5 films that you think have no rewatch value. We want to know. Be sure to comment below in the description, wherever you're watching this video on YouTube, anywhere. But we just love the fan interaction, and we love you.
Yeah, for real. I'm really curious, because I always like to know what people will not watch.
Yeah, right?
As filmmakers, we like to know what you wouldn't watch again so that we don't make that.
Exactly. It's all research. It's all
true.
research. Great top 5 segment. Great top 5 segment.
Yes!